Intel Electronics presents the Intellivision Gamer.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Intellivision Show, episode 71. I've got my new sibling rivalry shirt on. I reached out to them and told them I wanted that shirt that Mike's Gaming Gala has. I realized, I've hung out with them, had dinner, never, all these times chatting with them, watching their show, I didn't have a shirt. So they remedied that, and I now have my shirt. I believe this is the first time I've worn it, but I could be wrong. I've already had some water and a snack before we went live. I learned my lesson. My stomach was growling for like 2 hours last week. We're gonna show you a little bit about RGX, which is Roseville Gamers or Gaming Expo. I actually forgot what was the acronym. I just called it RGX. There's some cool stuff there. There's also some really cool pickups, and especially on the Intellivision side. So you're not going to want to miss this. It's stuff that most people have never seen. At least all of the big collectors in my, chat group, nobody has seen what I've got at that show. We're going to do the news. We're going to do mail call. We're going to have a homebrew highlight on Donkey Kong Jr. I'm going to do some gameplay, some homebrew gameplay. I have 3 games down here, whatever time is left. I want to play some games, and this is pretty much my only outlet for that. So got a pretty good amount of mail call. That one should be interesting between what I've got in and what I picked up at RGX. Pretty cool. So, all right, guys. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Discord, the Retro Gamer, AtariAge, and my email's in the description as well. So also hit that like button. It really does help out whenever we get started. And if you like Intellivision content, this is the place. That's all I do. So consider hitting that sub button. Let's go ahead and welcome everyone in chat, and then we'll get started. It should be a pretty lengthy show again. I kind of got down where we're doing shorter shows, and then here lately we've been busting off some long ones, but lots of fun stuff. So Benville was first once again. Mr. Bassman, good to see you as well. Joe Kane. I'm ready for the big reveal. And no spoilers. Good to see you, Joe. PJ Smith. Oh, man, does Casey have something crazy? Casey always has something crazy. But tonight is pretty good. I'm pretty stoked. Pierre. Bonjour, Pierre. Revs in the house. My super rare pickup, he says, is Hotel Bunny Big Box Deluxe Edition. While that would be really rare considering it doesn't exist, and I wish I did have it, but that's not it. Harvey Klein, what's up, sir? You made it at the beginning before we started. Kurt Bradshaw's here. Good to see you, Kurt. Salvatore, one of the horse racing live best players, Salvatore. Michael Doherty, what's going on, sir? I know you're going to hang out because I wouldn't tell you what it was. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Michael says, Rev, is that the version with the real bunny or the real hotel? That's the real version that doesn't exist. What's going on, Rick? Good to see you as well. I got your message. I didn't preload it because I was running around like a madman. In fact, where's that box? I see something. Where the heck is that? Oh, that's over there. Sometimes I forget. You can see a little box. Where is it? Right down there. This whole place behind me had a ton of stuff. I was just getting out all the stuff from the Midwest Gaming Classic because I had to log all my NES games and everything else I bought for that matter. Because going to RGX, I was going to be buying more of this stuff. I think I logged over 90 NES games from the last few months that I hadn't done yet. Just kind of buy it, shove it up here, buy it, shove it up here. But if I wanted to buy games, which I know it was going to be NES heavy, I had to update everything. And I did, and I hadn't moved it all back. Juice box or get the F out. What's going on, Brian? It's got the popcorn. Oops. Got the popcorn ready. TJ Ferreira. What's going on, TJ? It's good to see you, sir. Oops. Click the wrong one again. Mike's Gaming Gala. I think that's the first guy I called. I had to tell someone right away. And do I look half as handsome as Mike in this shirt? Everyone's saying hello. There he goes. Boy, oh boy, does Casey have a surprise for you guys. Woo, everyone's going. Make sure I don't miss anyone here. Actually, you'd be surprised. But that's not the important part. The important part is what I've got. So, show update real quick. I'm working on an upcoming show, and I haven't reached out to the people that I have in mind. But what I want to do, I haven't done one in a while, like a discussion show. So I want to have 3 guests on. And if Mike is available, he's the first one that I want to have on. I got 2 more that I need to figure out. And if Mike can't make it, then I'll get another one. But I want to have a show about what could Atari possibly be doing with the Intellivision brand. And we're going to go 2 sides of this. We're going to go, realistically speaking, what do we think they're going to do? And we're also going to talk about all the cool stuff that we would like to see. And we're going to have different opinions there. And that's the fun part about having a panel show. I think that'd be a fun show. It's long overdue. Some might have already done something similar, but I haven't, and we're overdue. Stop teasing us already. Joe says Salvador's definitely milking it. That's how it works. That's how it works. Yep, I figured it'd be a fun show. 2 sides to that, it's like we know that they're not going to do everything that we want them to do, but what might they possibly realistically do, and what would be really cool and that we would love if they did. It'll make for a fun discussion. We'll get Chad involved, and so this weekend, trying to do personal updates now and then. I had a really busy weekend, hence why nothing was ready back here. Friday, we were getting ready because I was going to be pretty much gone the whole weekend, just home to sleep. So Friday was a little bit of family time and dinner, and I was getting ready to go RC racing, getting ready for the show, getting everything in order, had to log all the games, and that was a lot of work, let me tell you. And Saturday, we went to RGX. It was a lot of fun. We'll get into that in a little bit here. I'll show you guys pictures and talk a little bit about it and show you my pickups. And then Sunday, we went about, not even 10 minutes away from where RGX was, and we went RC racing with some other buddies, and that was a lot of fun. So my son and I got away both days. The girls, I sent them off for some pedicures and manicures. They didn't want to go hang out at the expo the whole day. But there were some people that remembered that I brought my whole family to Sac Gamers Expo, and they were asking about them. I'm like, they don't go to all of them. I'm pretty lucky whenever they want to go and walk around. Plus, it was a lot cheaper without them there. Nails is nothing compared to Daddy, give me this, Daddy, give me that for the whole weekend. Hope you guys all had a great weekend as well. I had a great, expensive one. Sell the sizzle, not the steak. Though I think the steak is worth it. Yeah, I'm a steak guy. SR, is that Save Rickster? He's going to send me a deal. Yeah, I don't know the inside joke, but Sibling Rivalry, they're pretty cool. I like watching them. They just did a live, and they did Intellivision games. Of course, I had to vote for that. And the game wasn't very good that they first originally picked to go with Intellivision, but I had to pick Intellivision, and that's what I voted for, and that's what won. And it wasn't my alt accounts, Mike. It was other people, too. I could have did that, but that wouldn't be right. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the news a little bit. What have we got? Not a whole lot, but we got a few different things here. First, we're going to get the high scores out of the way. And first, I got to do one thing here because in the Mad Dash, I didn't quite get everything ready. So you're going to see a black screen here for just a quick second. Because every time I have to do this, and sometimes I forget, I don't know why. Oops, not that one. Oh, no, I really did it. I clicked on the whole wrong one. There we go. All right. Intellivision Invasion Facebook group challenge. Every week, Kevin Schultz takes a lot of time, and it's really fun to enter. I wish I could enter every week, but, I mean, sometimes I don't even know how I do this show, to be honest. Those of you that know me, you know. Everything gets just enough time of me. and that's pretty much all I can do. We had River Raid, which I grew up playing the 2600 version. I didn't even have it on Intellivision, didn't know it existed, but it's probably the one game where I'm better on Atari than Intellivision. But I love the game still. It's mostly the same. There are a little bit of differences, but Romaine, 73,780. I thought that was a pretty impressive score. Godislaw, 66,970. Alan O'Neill, 38,370. I took fourth, 16,340. Kevin Schultz, the guy that puts on this shindig, he was 8,090. Michael Doherty in the chat, 7380. DJ Forster, 6640. And Jose, 6360. Top two are like pretty much the same. Then you've got Alan in his own little middle ground there. Hey, I'm like less than half of third place. Then the rest, Kevin, Michael, DJ, and Jose, are all kind of in the same ballpark. Now we go to the AtariAge high score challenge, the high score club rather. And Rickster sent me that and said 17B and C have ended. And what is this? Scores for B-17 Bomber, Space Spartans, and Space Battle are up. So let's go ahead and see. I always have a hard time finding these. So give me a second here. I probably should just have them all open. It's not as easy as it Space Spartans. Rick, if you're in chat, help me out here. Am I missing them? I could be staring right at them. Triple action, you're not used to. Let me see. That's triple action. Oh, someone send me messages. That one's not it. Super Bro, Bomb Squad, Mine Hunter. That one's not it. B-17 Bomber, there's that one. B-17 Bomber and Space Spartans. Okay, these are in the same one. The link to all these stays in the description. I do the main page, and then you can look for the different games. So the link will always stay the same now, and they're automatically populated in every description. B-17 Bomber, Mikey 50, did 1529 plus 8 plus 1 for game winner incentive plus 1, setting a new record. That's impressive, setting a new record, especially in this group. Mr. Me, 1284. Dasho Pepper, 342. DPI Cicane, 174. David Vision, 53. And Rickster, negative 27. Rick, you got to explain that one, buddy. Space Spartans, final scores. Same winner. Same awesome score. Wow. Mikey 50, 131,170. DPI Cicane, 20,750. Dasho Pepper, 5660. Rick with a positive score on this one, 2860. And David Vision with 580. All right, let's see if we can find Space Battle. I love Space Battle. Where is that one? If I can't find it here pretty quick, I'll move on. I don't want to sit here staring at a website. Plus, I haven't looked in a while. I could be on mute and nobody, everyone's yelling at me the whole time. And stranger things have happened. What was it? Last week we had I added links and hit it save right after we went live because I didn't want everyone to be able to look at it before it went live. And once I go live, it changes it to kids mode. It changes like the settings. So as I had it open, went live, then hit save, I went to kids mode and people were chatting. And then all of a sudden nobody could chat. It took a few minutes. Mike finally called me. I'm like, well, if Mike's calling me, he knows I'm on here. There's something going on. I better answer. Nobody can chat. All right. I'm not seeing Space Battle. Space Spartans. All right. We'll skip that one for now. So next up, I got a message, and it's not his real name, but he sent me a message saying, I recently uploaded a song, and I thought you would enjoy it. The video description says, in 1982, if the Intellivision System 4-bit cartridge could handle a more complex version of the classic soundtrack, perhaps it would have went something like this. Night Stalker. Now, I don't have it set up. I don't think it's going to play very loud. I think it's going to go through the mic. We'll give it a few seconds just so you can hear the beat. The link is in the description so you can check it out. I tried to put it in the video highlights, but unfortunately his channel's set to kids, and I can't save it to a playlist. I don't know why they had blocked that, but I thought it was kind of cool. You got the Running Man right there. Definitely something different that I've never been sent or, shown you guys before on the show. All right, now, next up, this is kind of cool. On AtariAge, Rev was teasing. He put something in there, and if he posts it public, I'm going to talk about it if I see it. Rev Electronics presents Pitfall Jungle Escape 2025. Upcoming Pitfall game, or is he just messing with our heads? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide, but I thought it was cool. I saw it. I'm like, ooh. We'll see what that is. It'll be coming up. All right. Do I got anything else in here? Yeah, one more thing I wanted to talk about. We'll go ahead and go full screen for that. Mike is trying to get to PRGE. He doesn't know that I'm going to do this. He might even get mad at me, but oh, here we go. Yes, it is a new Pitfall game. You heard it from Rev himself. That is awesome, Rev. I love me some Pitfall. I sent it to Intellivision dude, that screenshot too, because he's a big Pitfall guy. Hi, RGX, what's going on? Mike says, funny, you should be familiar with setting things to kids. Yeah, I know. One time, and I'll never hear the end of it, I'm sure. Right under pin threads. Rick says he's terrible at both IntelliVoice games. News on the show. Yes, that's awesome. That's a cool thing. New upcoming games, always a good thing. So I want to do something to help Mike out. I know he's having a hard time getting the PRG, but he's talking about it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pick out a few homebrew games, and I'm going to auction them off. I don't know if I'm going to do it on eBay or if I do it on the Facebook group pages. And then I'm going to donate all the 100% of the proceeds that those games get. And I'll pick 2 or 3. I don't know. I got to find and see what I have. And then I'm going to donate to send Mike's Gaming Gala to PRGE. I hope that was okay, buddy. I know I didn't run it by you, but I'm gonna do a donation. You go, and I'll send you the money from those homebrew games that I'm gonna auction off. Salvador says, if Mike makes a trip to PRG, then I may have to make the long journey myself. Yeah, all 10 feet of it, Salvador. It'll be good to see you always, as always, sir. PJ knows where he lives, right there by PRGE. If I live that close, my gosh. All right. Rev says, I'll chip 100 in to the Mike's Gaming Gala Fund. Oh. Mike has to man the booth half the time. And play me at baseball. And we got to show it live. Mike says, whoa. So start making some plans, buddy. That's awesome, Rev. Thank you. All right. What else we got going on here? I think that's it for as far as the news goes. I dug up a few small things, but I wasn't able to get more information. And it was last minute for this show with being gone all weekend, and had a busy week too. Got my house edition getting ready to go. I'm so excited for that. For those of you that have seen before, I come up here. This is basically an attic converted to a game room, and I have to come up those pull down ladder stairs. And pretty soon I will have regular stairs through the living room, a much bigger house, about 1,000 square feet, and some more room to do some game stuff. And I'm really excited, probably in the next few months. And once everything settles and everything's going to be everywhere, and I get that all sorted out, I'll do like a game walkthrough and a house expansion on the new one, just to show you guys what's going on with me. All right, let's do mail call. This is going to be a big one. All right, first up, I'm really excited about these because, let me switch this. I had to listen to PJ Smith and see his shirt. Rev says, don't forget to pay off the inspectors. So I ordered some shirts from my good buddy's store, and I got this one, which is brown, because I figured the other colors would pop, and I wanted that old, the Intellivision, you got the brown. So we got Cyrus's channel, Super Mega Graphics 64. I am not Cyrus shirtless now. The next color I chose is black. Same graphic. And one of my favorite colors to wear, royal blue. So I did not put a link in there yet. If you like grabbing YouTubers' shirts, when I got mine and up until a few days ago, I know the shirts on TeePublic were on sale. So if you've been watching and you haven't seen that and you're one of those that waits for the sale like I do, definitely go check it out. Ask me for the link if you're interested and I'll send it to you. If I remember, I'll get it in there. All right. This one I had no idea was coming. The pre-order was so long, I forgot about it. So I have decided that I'm not going to go for everything for Evercade anymore, but all this stuff was pre-ordered. With all the stuff going on, the price hikes, how much hardware and things are putting out, it's cutting into my other retro gaming. So from now on, I'm just going to get the stuff that interests me. I may change. It's really hard for me to stop. I've been going since the beginning, and I have literally every version of everything. So we got Gremlin Collection 2. Windjammers. I don't even know how to say this. Karnov and Friends. We've got an Evercade hat that will not fit my head, guaranteed. It'll be a nice little shelf piece. And I think I know what this is, but let's check it out. I'm not 100%. Oh, I'm not sure because I thought this was something else. And we've got one of the few things I didn't have, this Evercade mug. And whenever you do an order, if there's one piece that's on, man, I'm running out of places to put everything. If one piece is on back order, they keep the whole thing until you're done. Next up, oh man, I gotta send, and I didn't. I told my buddy. I made him take a picture, and I told him I'm going to show it because I told him smile, and he didn't do it. Let me send it to my computer, and I'll pop it up here. I'm a little excited. I finally got this. I've been trying. Now I'm not taking a day off work to try to get one, but I have been trying to get this. Let me see. Copy over. I knew there was something I forgot to move. There's always something. All right, now I can present it. Image file 71. Uh-oh. Well, son of a. Give me 1 second here, guys. This isn't really even worth it because it's just a picture. It won't let me load my native iPhone file type, HEIC or whatever that is. So I gotta. Oh man, I don't know if maybe my memory's full. Friggin' my computer is actually like running slow. Like the computer, like I click on stuff and it's like boom, doesn't want to. Oh my gosh, why won't it let me do that? All right, all that for nothing. Let me see if I can do this a different way. Like I said, it's not going to be anything worth the wait, but I just wanted to show it. Okay, let me see if I can go over to present folder. Now I gotta move this thing that window capture. Where the heck is that? Should be Finder window. Man, there's like 50 windows. All right, we're doing this a stupid way. Get in there. So that's my buddy, and he was, man, I hope there's nothing I shouldn't be showing on that. He was at Target. I've been trying to get a Switch 2, trying, and I have not been able to get one. They sell out by the time I get off work, and I'm off at 3. But every time they load them up, like he was there this morning, right when they opened, and they were putting him in the case. And he messaged me, and I was like, ooh, please, I'll PayPal you right now. Can you please get me one? And he did. So I've been trying since it came out. I went on launch day, several different stores. I didn't pre-order one, but I did pick up a Switch 2. And I want everyone to take note, especially PJ and all Jeff and all those guys that, you know, I didn't have one for so long. Mine isn't a sticker. This one is, they are now printed on the box, Mario Kart World bundles. So I don't know the reason, but it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward. I'm going to try to play with Jeff on Go Game Go and all the guys, PJ Smith and whoever else is going to be in their torso. But I don't know if I can get it ready and migrate my account. And I don't have a big memory card yet because I wasn't planning on having one. All right, next up, OG Hugo. And I wasn't pronouncing the H, but he says that's how his name is. I'm used to Spanish where H is not. So he reached out to me. This is one of the rare times that I haven't paid for something that I'm going to show you guys. I had bought one on eBay, and he said that I actually got the old version, and he wanted to send me the new version. And I said, well, that's awesome. So I normally don't take any things for free, but I really appreciated it. Mine, I'll show you the difference. So now I have the numbers printed on. I'm not sure, you know, what the other differences are besides the color of the buttons and actually having the numbers. But Hugo, thank you. I think it's oghugo.com. He does an arcade stick as well. He does some mod things or upgrades, not mods, upgrades. Let me see if I can put that in chat. Let me catch up on chat. So I got the sticker variant that you don't have, but I have the good box. It wasn't just a sticker, it's printed. If I could only pick one, I like the printed. But I'm not a variant collector when it comes to the Switch, so that doesn't even bother me. I need a sticker box. If it was Intellivision, I'd have to have them all. Variant, got to get both versions. Not for Switch, buddy. I don't even do physical. I mean, we have a lot, but for the most part, we're digital on a Switch. Hilarious that we all had the same thought. Yeah, I'm a variant guy, that's for sure. You guys definitely know me well. All right, so what do we got next down here? Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Controller, RGX. Well, let's go ahead and show. We're going to get into... we'll do mail call here, and then when I talk about RGX, we won't have to do it that way. So I've got a bent card on this because I had my son hold it and he dropped it. John Riggs has been selling toys, and these things are pretty cool. The cards are actually bigger. That's even with my head, and my head is humongous. So that tells you the size of these things here. So there's nothing on the back, but it's got the plastic. It's a 3D printed piece, and he has a lot of different video game pieces. I got Galaga. And of course, when I saw Pitfall, that was my number one. And I said, hey, should I go down and have David Crane sign this? And he laughed. So what else did we get from RGX? I picked up Telegames Asteroids. I might have a couple of these, but I really don't have very many of those Telegames for the 2600. Yeah, those are nice. And he has an Etsy store, and I can get you the link. There's a lot of different things that he makes, a lot of different toys. Missile Command. All these are going to be Telegames right here. Try to put them back in the box. Speedway 2. He told me all of them were, you know, the prices. I said, well, how much for all of them? And I got a bundle price. I picked up all of his Telegames that he had left. This is Outer Space. And not that it's not going to be a spoiler, but the big pickups, this was the same guy. I had to search. After I got those Intellivision pickups, I had to look around and see what else he had. Blackjack. and arcade golf. He's all, I miss them already. C-Mart. Just completed my Sears set recently, except for Crazy Superman variant. I left the loaner carts. Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Could only carry so much. All right. So next up, two decent. I mean, there's not really heavy hitters in Master System. Buster Douglas is probably, I would say, the only one. There might be some, but these are up there. These are up there. These were, I think one of them's like $100 and something, and the other one's right at $100. For my Master System, I picked up RC Grand Prix and Dick Tracy, and they are complete. The manuals, everything's really nice, looks good. If I'm gonna pay a premium price for games that are, you know, not just cheaper ones, I want them to look nice. I don't want ripped and stained manuals and labels that are torn. These are both very nice. These actually came. This vendor was a local store, and there was several of those there. Get the big box out of the way. So I do have a couple Wiis, and I bought one boxed, and then I realized it was not from the US. So when I saw this here, and this is a black version and Super Mario Brothers Wii, and it was real minty, almost looked like hardly been used. And they wanted like $80 for it. So I couldn't pass that up. That was the last console that I didn't have boxed for Nintendo. Yeah, they had you guys way over there too. They had you guys way over on the end, and I think the reason was for that. Some of you guys moved over, like Riggs, he moved. There was supposed to be a lot more vendors. They were hoping to get like 200, and they maybe got a little over 100. So there was this, you guys will see, there's like all the vendors, and then on the other side, there's like all the actors, voice actors, and then there was a little gap, and then there were all the like the crafty things, 3D printed things, a whole bunch of that, and then there was this huge blank area, and then way past all that, they had like the influencers, like Joe, Audacity Games. You had Riggs over there, the first part, Metal Jesus, you know. So let me catch up on chat here. Yeah, it's real minty inside too. I couldn't pass it up for $80. I mean, I don't know what they're worth, but that was fine for me. That's what she said. Boop. Could never get past sewer level of Dick Tracy. Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I saw $80. I'm like, I bought stuff from this vendor before at local GameStops, and probably Stack Gamers Expo. It's starting to all blur together. I've been going to so many lately. Yeah, I figured you would. Mike loves playing with his Wii. Wii bowling, I mean, that's my favorite one. I love Wii bowling. And I mean, the Wii, that got Nintendo pretty much back on the map, and Wii bowling was one of those titles. Shake the bag of coins. All right. So this actually came, I forgot about this one. This came right after the show last week. And this is from Steve Baker, Stebsy on eBay. He's been selling a lot of old rare homebrews. Hi, Casey, please find. So, and this was a gift to the channel as well. I tried to pay for him, and he said he was just going to send me some the extras that he had. Please find some 820 game manuals, which are Intellivision games from the UK. This was all I had. I've got some box games as well, but I just thought this might feed your obsession for now. There's also a French lock and chase as a bonus. I probably won't be catching the live show for the next 3 weeks as we're off to Florida for a family vacation, but I'll catch them, or I'll catch up on them. Keep up the great work for Intellivision community. Kind regards, Stephen Baker, Stebsy. I'm not going to show them all, but I'll show you guys. It's a pretty good stack of manuals, and these are all 820, which are UK. And I've been going down that other rabbit hole. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, Ugo, what's going on? I just showed the controller a little bit ago. In fact, you know what? I never did the link. Google. I think that's it. I put it in. Let me click it. Is it working? Is that link working? I don't know if I did it wrong, or I did it on Chuck's. He tried it and it didn't work. And then I posted it and it worked on his, but I'm not sure. It doesn't work from StreamYard, but it might work for you guys in chat. Yeah, there needs to be some work done. We also need, I was talking to C-Mart, we need like these, for all of us insane people that go down these rabbit holes with all the variants, we need to start building more of, you know, like, what do you call, like a checklist? We need a checklist for all these rare rabbit holes that most people don't go down. There, maybe more people would go down them if they knew they existed and which ones to look for. It's kind of happening. Yeah, that's good. It's always good to have that. All right. Not a whole lot more, but this was these things boxed are not cheap. It's not real bad. It was about $100. I think there was a little bit, you can see right there, a little bit of stuff from a sticker, and he brought it down to like, I don't know if it was 75 or 80, something like that. And so I grabbed it. Inside, it looks really good. I was able to get a decent amount of NES titles. I'm somewhere around 500. I mean, I don't know exactly, but somewhere getting close to that. Bill and a lot of these I found this time were no heavy hitters, minus me. I don't mean heavy hitters like thousands, but most of the games I've been picking up are $5 to $35 or $40, but most of these were on the cheaper side. Just found some. It's getting harder to find the ones that I don't have. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Double Dare video game, old game show, video game. Hollywood Squares, another show. And we're getting to the good stuff, believe me, guys. I don't even know how to say this. The Moffat conspiracy? I don't even know what that is. MC Kids, McDonald's. I didn't know if that was a real game or if it was just like a homebrew type thing. Smash TV. Woo, almost dropped stuff. Let me get this off here. Legendary Wings. Ghostbusters 2. Mike, are you in the voices in this one? Were you? Yeah, you were born. You were just real young. Super Jeopardy. Sleeves out of the way. Mario is missing. What is this? Codename Viper. A napkin from when we ate lunch. I don't know how that got in there. This was, I think this was the highest end game I bought. $90. Dragon Warrior 3. We're about to get into a little bit of older stuff, and then we're done. We'll move on. I'll talk about the event. The Simpsons, Bart versus the World. I got to show you guys the super rare pickups too. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. DJC, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. We are going to play some games. We are, but that'll be at the end. Mr. Post Style. Oh, I got a few new people in here. Marbs Man, what's going on, sir? Yeah, I didn't even say there was some Xbox, but I wasn't going after any disc stuff. I have enough stuff to buy right now. But there was very little there. I did see some very cool stuff. There were some Xbox consoles, a few games. I was looking for one game for retro's sake. I haven't even messaged him yet. I totally forgot about it. But I looked for it. There were no like really, really big heavy hitters for NES. Maybe a couple. And that was it. Sometimes you go and there's a lot of them. So I got to reach out to him and let him know. Thanks for stopping in, Marbs, man. Appreciate that. C-Mart says, yes, Michael, I did just arrive from Egypt a few days ago. Yeah. One of the few people that can beat me on eBay auctions. The man got it. Congrats, C-Mart. That's a very cool auction, buddy. I'm very jealous. Post Style says, I have Bill and Ted's NES cart sitting right here. I also have the limited run Nintendo Switch edition sitting right here. Mike says, no voices for me in any NES games, but you are in the Ghostbusters and Intellivision Homebrew, and that is awesome. That is way better for me. Yeah, no, very, very little. None that I picked up. Am I a liar? No. Yeah, it seems to be getting less. I don't know. I've always been a big Xbox guy. And speaking of that, Marvsman, if you guys like Xbox, you definitely need to check out his channel. That's what he does. He's an Xbox guy. His controller collection is off the charts. I had no clue there were even that many controllers to be had. He has an amazing Xbox collection spanning most versions of Xbox. And that is Go Game Goes, where I go for Switch, and now Switch 2. Marbs Man is my Xbox guy. Eric Lamb, what's going on, sir? Yeah, you missed some stuff, but we haven't shown the really cool stuff yet. Oh, I saw that. Destroyed that play cable. Yeah, there's a funny part to this, Chuck, and I'm not saying anything about it yet, but C-Mart knows. C-Mart says, no worries, DJC, box packed up for you. Yeah, legendary. Marsman says, all generations of Xbox, but still play Intellivision and others. Yeah, just like me. Believe me, I play a lot of stuff. I have everything all the way to new stuff and everything in between, but I only do YouTube and talk about Intellivision mainly because that's my first love, and that's what I consider what I call a super collector. And I don't have time to do anything else, but I have a lot of stuff in this room, believe me. PC Engine guy. I don't. Are you a PC Engine guy? I don't know that I have one that I see bits and pieces from different people on that one. Sean, what's going on, sir? Mr. TurboGrafx. I do love TurboGrafx 16. It's actually if I had to pick my top 5 favorite consoles for retro, the TurboGrafx 16 / Turbo Duo, that is in there. Chris, what's going on, Lathe? I don't know. I never know if I'm supposed to call you Chris in here or Lathe. I do have some stuff, Joe. I have some of those rabbit holes. They're not too bad to go down. It's really just getting down to space. This room in here is about 420 square feet, and right now I can't even find the floor. It's pretty bad. I need some free time, but with everything going on, I can't get up here. Pretty soon I'll have even more room, and that's going to be a lot better. Oh, he does not know it yet, but we'll be hosting Xbox forums soon. Mr. Postouts 102. Woo! Well, you'll be happy to know that, where is it? 72 in here. The family's, my wife works swing when the kids are off for summer break. So, the kids are with my parents on Mondays, and on a rare occasion when they can't. But this is not one of those. So I turned that AC way down. It's freezing downstairs, but I got to get upstairs cold. What is going on, William? Greetings from Thailand. Rolled out of bed early today. What time is it there? I know it's morning. I think it is anyway. Before I message you, I always try to think, what time is it? But sometimes you're up in the middle of the night. Buckeye, my gosh, everyone's in here. Intellivision and TurboGrafx are the best consoles ever made by mankind. Yep. They're two of my favorites along with NES. Mash it up and call me Crave. No one will know who that is. Willie. What's up, Retro Bro? Good to see you. Feels like 116 degrees in Freedom Units here. Brutal weather. Woof. It's only 91 here today in California. We're usually hotter than a lot of people, but not too bad today. I just have a very expensive electric bill, usually $600 to maybe $900 a month. And, it's going to get worse when the house gets bigger. Man, I'm trying to keep up, guys. You guys are in here today. Xbox collector from talking about future of Xbox collecting. Sweet. I'll definitely be checking that out. It's something like that. Need AC unit, a window AC unit. Yeah, I just kind of get that middle ground where it's a little bit warm up here and not freezing them downstairs. I'm pretty obsessed with it. I get crazy mad, but I can't stop playing it. Need to hit 100K. I need to get back to it. Maybe I can hit 100K before you. Cold here in Salt Lake, finally warmed up to 72. I actually like that weather. You don't need the heater. You don't need the AC. You can wear any kind of clothing. If it's windy, you can put on a hoodie. 28 degrees Celsius before 8 a.m. Yeah, I had it at my other house, Retro Bro, and I paid $33,000 and the same unit when I looked into it because I live in the country now. And the problem is I need a little bit bigger of a unit. Everything's electric here because I was going to go solar. And everything I looked into was like $75,000 and up. And that's without batteries. That was just everything going on. Around here, it's crazy. And I'm like, you know what? It's just not worth it. It's like, you know how long it'll take me to save that amount of money? So, and I've got a little bit different situation with where I'm living, and it's pretty guaranteed, but I'm not guaranteed to be here forever. So, you know, it's like, I kind of weighed the pros and cons. I'm like, I'll just pay the damn bill. No, it's just I'm PG&E for electricity, and everything in the house is electric. Everything. And I like my AC, and it's hot here. Says, imagine seeing Star Mercenary, AF, or TNT Cowboy back in the day, and Intellivision would still be on top. Yeah, those games are awesome. I am. Keeping here longer, C-Mart. I know you want to look at it. You've already seen it. I'm streaming after this show, the DIIK for 100K. I'll have to be going down to eat dinner and go get my kids before that, but then I'll watch you, see if you can do it. All right, almost caught up. Next up, Sega Saturn, Tomb Raider. I've been slowly picking these up. We have a guy here that's like a Sega Saturn expert guru. Like I am for Intellivision, he is for Saturn. He has an unbelievable amount of games, everything from the lower hanging fruit to the very, very high-end games, all kinds of versions of consoles, the imports, I mean, everything. And he's an expert, everything Saturn. So I picked up that and something else from him. And this is the last bit. I went to this, one of the vendors that I've seen before, and he had a bunch of loose 5,200 cards. I'm like, you know what? There was how many are here? 7 more that I needed. I got Space Invaders. Boop. Real Sports Soccer. I haven't tried most of these 5,200 games. I didn't even know it existed as a kid. Mario Bros. I don't know, how do you say that? Is that Kicks? I've seen that game before, but I don't know what I'm. Star Raiders. And it has the overlay in the back. None of these other ones do. Jungle Hunt. That is an expensive Intellivision homebrew, I'll tell you what. Twice I've seen it go for over $2,500. Right now there was one listed for like something like $1,600. Oh, there is another one with overlays. And it's got some pin on it. Missile Command. It's got the overlays on the back. I do have a 5,200, not modded and hooked up, ready to play. What I miss. Sauter says, I got Tomb Raider for the Sega Saturn when it first came out. Yeah, me too. I think I was launch day on Sega Saturn. I know I was on PS1 and a few other consoles, and I'm pretty sure I was for Sega Saturn as well. I had a pretty good collection of games at one time. Racing games too. Sega Rally, and had the steering wheel. Rev says, I just secured a deal for Pumpkin Trilogy 3. Ooh. I like those games. Every year we know that we're going to get something on Thanksgiving, Halloween. And I like C-Mart. It'd be cool if we got some other holidays going now. But I am very grateful for those games. They're very cool to each year. You know you're getting one. Kurt says, awesome, William. I'd love to get it. Oh, here we go. Pumpkin Trilogy 2 is a go. I missed something up there. Did I miss anything else? Guys, fans, fellas, we need to get the Intellivision Gamer to 1,000 subs. Please subscribe. I grow pretty fast considering I only do Intellivision, and it's been a little over a year. Just trickling in, boom, 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 just keep climbing. It's like I have such great subs too because you guys watch so much. I mean, whenever I do the show, it's amazing for being such a small channel compared to most anyone else. The amount of view hours and views that I get on the shows and even on the videos, really. Rev was picking at him. Pumpkin Trilogy 3. Mike says, I got dibs on Pumpkin Trilogy 4. Sourdough says, I have 5200. It's been in the closet for about 30 years. It's those controllers. We need something different. Hopefully they'll be shipping out at the same time as Box Mr. due in September. Sweet. I do have 3. Can you see them? Where'd they go? Oh, yeah, they're right there. Boop. My Mr. Dues. 1, 2, 3. I'm looking forward to boxing those things. Atari 5200, some great games, terrible controllers. Yes, yes. I think the controllers are okay when they work. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit behind here. Get going. We're already 52 minutes in. Whoo! DJC says, badass, I'll get my box with the new PT. Scooped 3 years in advance. Damn you, Rev. Pumpkin Trilogy Big Box Supreme Edition will be out next year, $179.99 USD. Yes, I agree. You said that before, and I agreed with you. Christmas games will be very cool. We need some more of those. Maybe we can get it, since he loves doing the Halloween games, maybe we can get a different programmer to do some, fun little Christmas games. Mr. Baseman. Yes, we need way more Christmas games. Heck, let's make Easter games too. There's lots of holidays, lots of cool little games that'll work. Oh boy, OG Hugo. I'll be putting out a 5200 gamepad soon. I'm with the keypad like the Intellivision, I'm sure. The 5200 is essentially an Atari 400 with funky broken controllers. Yeah, the controllers. Whew. Mr. Post-Style Pumpkin, what are you doing, stepbrother? It's coming from Mystique for the Intellivision next year. Christmas Carol 2. That would be pretty cool. I don't know that he's going to do any more, but yeah, that would be cool, sir. Whenever the programmers put out those little, the easy little games, like a little basic shooter or some kind of holiday game or, just some little game to get everyone going. I like it when they do that. And we've got one that does it every single year for several years now. Yep, I posted that one earlier before you got here. Mr. Baseman says, I love the Intellivision controllers. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people do. I think it's people that grew up playing it love it the most. It did give us a little more complex games. Not all games used all those buttons. You didn't have to use all of them, but it was nice having options or, a button for the map or, we had three different side buttons versus one. But the Intellivision games used what they used, and Atari, I mean, when I was a kid, a lot of people say, oh, Atari versus Intellivision. I don't remember any of that. I remember we had a lot of fun playing Atari and different games on there. And then we were at my house. We had a lot of fun playing sports and other titles on Intellivision. And we just played whatever the best games were on the console and enjoyed it all. We never thought about, at least where I was, all the neighborhood kids. We never said, oh, this or that. We just had fun playing. All right, where are we at? Homebrew highlight. Oh, crap. And I did not get that out. I would have swore I had that out. I'm not seeing it. Hopefully I'm not smashing it. I've never lost a Homebrew highlight game. Uh-oh. I'm about to lose some other games. What did I do with it? Bop, 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 bop. Ah. I had it cracked. So this week, what's the number on this? IR 46. Intellivision Revolution number 46. Oops, let me get that off there. Homebrew highlight. It is Donkey Kong Jr. Look at that pretty box. I'm sure that's Steve Jones. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rev. There's the back of the box. Move this out. Too much crap. Too much crap. Here's the nice color manual. All inside is just the same. Nice color images. Very well done. Here are the overlays. And here is the cart. And Mike's going to love this. These are not the injection molding carts. These are donors. Mike hates that. I don't mind. I prefer the new ones just so games don't get taken apart. But however you got to do it to get us games, I'm happy with it. All right. So this is the title screen. Harvey Decline. Special thanks to Harvey Decline, Brad Dillon, Kristen Martin, John. That's Rev, Patrick. I don't know who Patrick is. Killjoy. I met him at PRG. Oscar Toledo. Not sure if I missed anyone. Sorry, guys. Frantic Panda. Justin Cheer, of course, one of the best. Mark Thompson, the manual overlays. Phil Bolin. Oh, box was Mark. Level 1 or Level Order USA. There's lots of different options. Let's just go ahead and do this one. Whoop. Okay, so I'll show you the different ones. USA, Japan. I got to turn this up. I still have not got the right setup. I need to clear the floor space so I can get the other desk set up with the overhead camera and the add-on for my computer, and then we'll have all the sound going through. So title, main 1, main 2. Lives, you can pick different number of lives. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oop, I tried to stop. Bonus life, you can pick at what level you get. Sound test, start game. I've actually never tried this game. I mean, this version of the Homebrew. Get back to the screen. Oh boy, we've got a lot of characters in chat. Go down. Oops. Don't fall. I should go faster, I think. Oh, get over it. What? Donkey Dong Jr., says Poe. Oh! And not paying attention. Game over. I want to show a little bit more than that. We all knew he was going to say it, Mike. Save your papa. Got him right there at the bottom. I can't believe I've never played this version. Uh-oh. No, are you kidding me? Come on. Last man, because this is just a homebrew highlight. We don't need to be playing much on it. I can't believe he tagged me that time at the end, too. How the heck are you supposed to get through that? I tried to jump up. Definitely plays a little bit different, at least to me. All right, let's get through that. I want to play it, but... catch up with you guys real quick here. Oh boy, there's lots of chat going on. Mike says Atari Parts makes the 5200 repair kit easy to use. They make a lot of cool parts for a lot of different consoles. I've seen them at a few expos, and recently at the Midwest Gaming Classic, they had a really big setup there. They have some weird Fox on DJC Studios. Have you seen it? Fox on the Run. The game was fully licensed, I assure you. Just got back. Did I miss the rare item? Not yet, not yet. It's coming soon, coming real soon. Or is this the longest tease ever? It's one of them. You guys are chatting so much, it takes a while to get through it all. I don't want to leave anyone out. Salary is about to run out of time and skip it until the next show. No, these shows go long. These go long. Once a week I get to do this, and I take however long I need. It's coming soon. DK Jr. is quite an amazing looking game. Yes, yes, yes. I played it last weekend. Great game. Now we got the bartender. Zim Sam Zoom. Oh, my favorite right here. Our Big Fall. Oh, great. The Intellivision Gamer. You do know there are new games that look real, right? These are old looking and stupid. How are there two Marios? I didn't even see. Donkey Dong Jr. The Donger is looking good in this version. Let's do a high score challenge on this game, Casey. Yes, we can do that. We can do that. I'm always down for those kind of shows. I mean, I love playing games. The show, I don't get to play a whole lot of games, and I don't have a lot of time besides the show. So I love to play once in a while. Long Duck Dong. DK has the expression like, I'm indifferent. Stop at the other vine first. Ah, okay. Normally when I jump up to hit the vine, I think in the arcade version, I don't get hit like that. I could be wrong. It's been a while. Are you not playing much because you're awful? Oh, geez. Well, because it's just a homebrew highlight. I just show the box and all the stuff, show you what the game looks like, play a minute or two, and that's all that is for the show. Otherwise, we'd be here forever. Mario got him with the nipple clamps. Oh my gosh, almost caught up. Show them the stuff, you tease. I'm going. As soon as I catch up right here, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. By the way, I have someone else subbing for me to play games with you tonight. So play games with you. Please, no more Fox. They just got new Intellivision 3 keypads in at Atari Repair Parts. Are they the kind with the bubble buttons or the flat ones? Because the bubble buttons are what most people want. Intellivision dude, he wants those flat ones. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not in kids mode again. I already did all that, saved it, and we're not doing that again. You are reading this because I typed it. I will always read what you put, Rev. Some bubble buttons. Yeah, that's what I figured, because that's what most of us want. I hate the flat ones. But Intellivision dude, he likes the flat ones. Oh, Michael likes them too. You guys are weird. How do you see? I mean, I like to feel that button. All right, you guys want to see some of the rarest Intellivision pickup stuff that most of you all never even knew existed, including myself. So, bubble buttons forever. Yes, senior citizen mode. That's more like it. I'll be 50 in a few months. Most of y'all are older than me, though, so except for Mike. He's a young feller. So I was at Audacity Games and at their booth talking with them. They're pretty much everywhere I go. They've been there, whether it's two or all three of them. Two of them are from this area. It's always great to talk with them, and I love the Gen 2 content. I always go check out. Then, in fact, I forgot about it in the news. They teased about a new game, and it is on the website. There's a new one in the works. They don't have a date yet. I tried to get it out of them. Maybe by PRG, if we could get lucky, maybe they're going to launch it there. That'd be really cool. But there's new stuff coming from Audacity Games, and they always put out great stuff, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll definitely let you guys know, even though it's not Intellivision, it's closely related. They're old Activision guys, and they made Intellivision games. So between them and Champ Games, I'll talk about their games other than, on the Intellivision show, just because they're special to me. Yeah, you whippersnapper. I'm one of the young ones, but I was 5 when the console came out, so it doesn't get much younger. Where is Phil? I don't know if he's already left or he's busy. We're all got our own schedules. It's all good. Sometimes I miss his shows too. I'm old man adjacent. Yes, audacious of them. They have the audacity to publish new games. The old man is sitting beside you. I'm starting to get gray hair, finally. I'm not too fond of that. I know it's going to happen. 52 in a few weeks and only feel like 92. That's Old Man Poe. I love Old Man Poe. And that intro you made. Yeah, I didn't get a picture of it, but David showed you the box. One of the perks of sitting right next to them in your booth. So I go over and I see Joe's booth, and he always has, I saw him, I think it was the last time was Sack Gamers Expo, but it could have been one of the other local ones. And I see he always has all this cool stuff for sale. And I go over, I start looking, and I'm looking at the Intellivision games, and I'll show you this box. He had a box of they look like new. They were really pristine condition. And I was just admiring him, take a picture. And I don't remember exactly, what he said, but it's like, you're interested in Intellivision games or something like that. And I said, well, I was like, I pretty much caught everything. I'm pretty much just looking for really rare and obscure stuff. And he kind of did something like, well, what about this? And he kind of reached around and plopped something down. And I said, what's that? And he's all, Intellivision game boards. And I said, for what? And he said, I think you said something like, it's a little more pressure whenever you're sitting here. I have to get everything right. One of them, he said one of them's kind of special and like a prototype. And I said, ooh, that word really piqued my interest. Game boards that I had never seen before kind of perked my interest too. And then he said prototype. I'm like, oh man, now he's speaking my language. And then he showed me, and I'm like, I don't remember any games with that name. And he said he thinks it was something educational. And in educational, I really perked up again. And I'm like, well, that kind of sounds like something for TutorVision. And he Googled it and through the list of games, and it showed it, and it said TutorVision. And I was like, what do you want for them all? And he's gonna love this part, by the way. And he told me, or said, what do you want for him? He said 150, and I didn't know if he meant a piece or the whole thing. And I was just thinking, oh man, I'm gonna get myself into a bunch of money right here. And I was gonna buy him. And then he goes, what about 120? And I said, oh yeah, sold. So the funny thing of this story is, I'm in a chat group, and it's a bunch of the PRGE guys. And I guess I should go back to pickups. I got Joe's thing still sitting on the screen. I go back to the chat group. I send him a picture of the bag, and I go, hey guys, guess what I have here? And all the excitement of the prototype TutorVision title, I never looked at any of the other carts. That's not like me. I no idea what they were. And I saw these messages from the group, and they go, looks like you got a couple spikers. And I go, what? And then I look, I'm like, friggin' sweet. And then I look at them, and one says mud buggies, and the other two are blank. And I'm thinking, oh boy, he said one was special, one was a prototype, but what are the odds that these other ones are possibly like a TutorVision game as well? and we'll get to that in a minute. So this is the reason that I was so excited. That is Time Trip. That is a prototype version on board. I don't think we've seen one. Think we've seen 3 games in cart form, and they're all pretty much prototypes, I guess, but this one's on board. And I did talk to Steve Ettinger, who had done some of the games, and he told me a lot more information. Whenever I do my TutorVision video, we're going to have a bunch of guests, and I'm hoping that Steve will come on because he did a lot of the software and has a lot of information. So here is the back of the board, and you can see right there, hopefully you can see that, it says 9701/2610-9499, production release P, I'm assuming prototype. These are not your typical boards. Show it one more time. Joe, please tell me, I know it was a guy in the industry that was dying or died, and they were selling off all his stuff, and a game store bought him, and then you got him from the game store. Is that right? Here is Spiker. Again, a prototype version on a non-release board. Here's the second one, just so you guys don't think I'm lying. 2 volleyballs, 2 spikers. Mud buggies. Mud buggies and Spiker and the TutorVision software was all around the same time, 88, 89. I'm assuming that's why these are together. And then I came in and disassembled a game, and this one, now I know what this means. So this one didn't have anything on it up here, but on the back, it has a C. And so that was Commando. And then the last one was Bump and Jump. And I don't see any markings on this one. Again, the same board. The only time any of us have ever seen that board was from Rev. And right here, the type of PCB is very rare. I've only have 1 Commando on this prototype PCB. And am I allowed to say where you got it from? It's from the offices. I won't say who unless you say it's okay. From the offices of the Blue Sky Rangers. So that was the only and Rev has dismantled thousands of these games for cart donors, for Homebrews. Let me go back. I thought maybe from Dave Warhol. Okay. But I could be wrong about that. I'll give you 20 doll hairs. Notice the epoxy blob instead of the IC. That's how the ECS exec was when we had to dump it. Yeah, these things are cool. That was so awesome. And I never would have got these if I didn't go around and do my usual and see Intellivision games and start talking. And, I've met Joe before and talked to him, but he always has cool stuff. But I never expect to see Intellivision stuff. It was really awesome. I'm so excited to have these. I don't know if I think I told you, Joe, I have a TutorVision, I have a cart, and this has a good home. And I already tried them all. I came home and came up here, put them in carts, tried each one, and made sure what they all were. I wouldn't have been able to sleep if I didn't know what those other 2 titles were. Yep. You knew that. You just didn't pay attention. Regular 2000 prototype, $120. Prototypes, yes. Boards, CIB, it's not, but prototype, that is cool. Yes, C. Martin Casey will sell you a Spiker Proto. Well, I was going to come back and tell you that I'll buy you lunch. Next time I'm there, I'll buy you lunch. Are you planning on going to Sack Gamers Expo in December? I definitely owe you lunch, dinner, whatever. Mike's Gaming Gala, C-Mart, when he told me about them, I mentioned you'd be in. Yeah, everyone said that. Yeah, from Keith, the Blue Sky Rangers. It's like you didn't just get these boards; they were like internal. Bump and Jump is interesting since it was a different time period earlier. Yeah, I think Commando was a little earlier too, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. No, I don't think so, but if they could, Joe's really going to be pissed off. Chris, System Changer uses blob type chips as well, aka epoxy blob, aka chip on board. Chip on board is what I've heard. Yeah, lunch, beer, definitely. I'll definitely do that. I'll do that for anything Intellivision that I don't have. We plugged the whole ECS into the cartridge dumper, but only got part of the exec. Eventually, I had the idea of plugging the keyboard into the ECS, and then the full exec, or the ECS exec, showed up. Freaking sweet. Yep, you got it, sir. You got it. Yep, you'll be at SAC Gamers Expo. Sweet. We will be there. I'll have the whole family again. They all came to a good home. Trust me. Trust me. I will love them forever, show them off, and never sell them. Yep, that's right now. Big reveals, prototype spikers, prototype mud buggies, rare boards, and then this one, of course, being the biggest one. This is a IntelliVision game on a board, and they all work. I'm going to get it in a gray shell so I don't have to stick in the boards every time. Yeah, you knew. They probably came from INTV Corp. I showed it to Steve Ettinger. I messaged him last night as well, and he had some more information for me. Like I said, he's going to be a good one when I'm kind of working on my IntelliVision video, but I'm going to have on a lot of guests, and he's definitely going to be a good one. Commando was INTV. Bump and Jump was still Mattel. Well, except one spiker. The Intellivision Gamer, I know deep down when I find the right home for stuff. So this is good for me. My major goal in collecting anymore is exactly that. Well, I appreciate it because, I mean, like I said, you always have a whole bunch of cool stuff at your table. And, I know that whenever I go to an event and you're there, I need to go check out your stuff like right away. I'll be one of the first ones there at SAC Gamers Expo, believe me. I'll never sell them, C-Mark cries. Has the IntelliVision game been dumped? I believe it doesn't need to be dumped because there are individuals with all the software. And I'm thinking about modding my full Tutor Pro because there's no way I'm touching my actual IntelliVision. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to talk with Jesse and mod my Tutor Pro so I can get some really high quality videos of all the software. The big reveal was Commando. Thankfully, the camera blurred Casey when he stood up. Unlike some of you, including you, Lathe, I wear pants. Actually, I don't have any pants on. I have shorts. You know what I mean. Yes. I want to get out my Tutor Pro, and I can at least do some like cheesy record the screen kind of stuff. I have one other game too, and I can't even remember what it is. That's horrible, but I have my IntelliVision sitting over there. Every time I walk up here and walk out, I stop and go, it's not a dream. Yeah, definitely watch out here too. I want to get one modded so I can do some really high quality recordings because I don't know anyone else that's done it. Yep, see him in action. The IntelliVision. That's what Michelle went through, right, Mike? Quite the opposite. No nuts. Sorry if I've missed anyone. I've been trying to keep up with you guys, but there's been a lot of chat. Pants are for the weak, kilts for the win. Yeah, Chris, if you guys don't know, Late 26, a lot of times he's in a kilt. He's like, don't be on the floor when he's walking by. It's good kilt weather here. All right, what else we got here? All right, so we've done all the cool stuff. Once again, oh my gosh, that's a thing of beauty right there. And at first, I thought it was some prototype game that I just wasn't, didn't have any information on, and I didn't know. I thought I've heard of them all, but, then whenever he said educational and, you know, looked it up and said tutor vision. I'm like, oh man, that is awesome. So that's my second tutor vision game. So what we're going to do now, I have 2 tutor vision games shown on my YouTube channel. I think I watched that when I first got it, from back when the folks first discovered Tutor Pros. Ah, okay. So that's all the exciting stuff. The only thing I was going to do after that is I want to play some Homebrews. If you guys saw recently, there was some guy posting about Castle of Death, and this probably won't take me long because this game's really hard. I just want to show it off, want to play it a little bit. Like I said, I don't make time to come up here except for the show. So I'm going to try to start playing a few games here and there at the end. But yeah, I'm super stoked. Super stoked. Thank you again, Joe. That's some awesome stuff. Like I said, it's not very often that I get something in television that I don't already have. Let me switch on over. It's Intellivision Revolution. Which one is this? IR58. Yes, very cool finds indeed. I've been, as some of you guys know, I've been quite lucky in the last year. You know, we've got the Tutor Vision, Play Cable stuff. What else have I gotten? These prototype boards in another Tutor Vision game. I have, you know, I think it was more than a year ago. I have that the kiosk plexer, another super rare item. As jealous as I am, Casey is a good guy to have these. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. There's some other, a lot of us have a lot of cool stuff. It kind of gets spread out, but I've been really lucky in the last year. Really lucky. When there's something Intellivision related that I don't have, I get it made. That's one way, but I'm not capable of such things. All right. 2022 Intellivision Revolution. I think that was the first year I went to PRG. I'm playing on original controllers, even though I have other options here. I don't have any hooked up at the moment. Kurt says, I just got this game from Rev, and it's a hard game to play, but it's really cool. Yeah, I've tried it once. Just a walk. Oh. E-Buckeye says, anything from Rev is hard. That's what she said. Or easy. Yeah, I can go either way. Easy and hard. Come on. Uh-oh. What the heck? Do a double jump? That's not too bad right there. DJC says, I've played through this multiple times. Wish I had the physical. Great game. What the heck? How the heck do you get through that? I can already see what this is going to be like. No, not that. Can't get too close. It looks like I'm already stuck. Are there control? Let me see the. Am I missing anything on the overlay? Double jump. Oh, okay. That makes it a lot easier. I was just pushing double jump. Yep, I just saw that. Second side. So one button is double jump, and I thought I was double jumping from pushing it twice. That explains why I was doing that. This is the real spiker. Wasn't there a double? Yes, the top one's double jump, and the bottom one single jump, and now I can get through. Yeah, freaking noob. Not all of us can play as much as Intellivision as you. If you guys don't know it, DJC Game Studios, one of my good Intellivision buddies, he plays all the time. So I highly recommend, if you don't know about him, giving him a sub. If you like Intellivision, he plays more than anyone I know. I don't think there's any person alive that has more hours on their Intellivision console than Chuck. I didn't read the manual. I'm just coming into it blind. It's definitely easier now. More blood than Pandora Incident. Yeah, there's a lot of blood. Both of those. Press the middle button for a triple jump. Joe says, I'm going to run, but glad I got the chance to check out the show. Good luck with the protos. Let me know when I can see them running. Yes, sir. Thanks again. And I'll see you at one of the local shows. If not, all the way in December at Sac Gamers Expo. And we got lunch and a beer, whatever on me, sir. Press 6. Yeah. I sent you the video when I did that to Intellivision, dude. It was even better than me. I was like, oh. He saw that. I seen him look down, and he saw my comment saying press 6 and 9. I didn't say press 69. I said press 6 and 9. And you see him look, smile, go over, look down, push it, and he's all, ugh. Nobody told me about that. And he turned it off real quick. I felt bad afterwards because he said I had to turn off monetization on the video because he didn't want to get in trouble. I always forget about that stuff, but I thought it was funny. Yeah, more bloody games. Are you saying we need more bloody games, like just more games, or more games with blood in them? I didn't know if you were trying to be English, more bloody games. Did somebody say taco? You're going to have to give me that video. So I can play it. Yeah, I don't have it or I'd turn it on. Hot dog, says Metal Torso. More body horror like Microsurgeon. There's a game I still don't know how to play. We need a game with a rabbit and a holy hand grenade. Murder games. All right, let me play this a little bit. Okay, double jump. Oh, I tried to go without stopping. Apparently that's a bad idea. I don't know if I can do it if I don't try. Yeah, it's just one of those games that I've never learned how to play. Yes. It takes a little bit. I got a high tolerance, Rev. I'm not a lightweight like that Astro Smash channel guy. Shouldn't the key drop where you die? I don't know. Oops. Skip my comment 3 times. I guess you don't like what I post. Not done on purpose. Playing back and forth. Chuck is the real Intellivision gamer. I read all that stuff. It wasn't done on purpose, Ugo. It doesn't bother me. There's a lot of chat here tonight. Hard to keep up. Yeah, I know, buddy. Hey, whoa, how'd you do that? I don't have that stuff on. How did you do that? All I have is this vodka and a water bottle. I don't even know how you did that, sir. No, not done. I'll be like all of them. It's hard to watch all that, read it all, comment, and try to play the game. Believe me, it is. Oops. Mike says, yes, I can, Rev. There would be some lousy horse racing bets. No, I can do it. Maybe one time Chuck will have me on the Astro Smash, and we'll play some games, and we'll both have a few drinks. Don't worry, sir. I'll give it back. You know I do. All right, let me see if I can do. What the heck is this? Oh! Oop. Oh, why did... Maybe you have to single after that. Nope. Oh, I know what I have to do. Come on! What's going on, Slappy? Good to see you. Chuck's liver is like the Energizer Bunny. I don't usually wear pants, Rev, because I'm a shorts guy. I'm in California. It's friggin' hot. I don't want to live in that world, Rev. Buzzsaw this. Chris says, more bloody games. Super Pro Horse Racing includes trip to the glue factory. A lot of people want to see the horses poop on the track. I don't know what it is. This is Intellivision's version of Super Meat Boy. All right, let's see if I can get past this one. Fall back down. Oh boy. I wasn't sure if you like keep going when you jump or... And now I don't know if these are singles or doubles. Oh, wow. This gives you anxiety. Oh boy, I think I'm supposed to do this. Whew. Does this game give anyone else anxiety? There it is. We need horse poop. Please. This game's actually kind of fun. I'm assuming I can't touch those. Oh! No double jump there? Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Whoa. All that to get 8. Chopped in half. Oh, come on. This game is nerve-wracking. Pop in one of the Spiker Protos to see if there's any differences. I didn't notice anything. I watched a video as I played it. And I didn't notice anything right away. So what I want to do is, like you said, get them ripped and have someone that is in the know, look at the code and see if there's any differences. What's going on, Ty Lord? Good to see you. So this guy was at the show and I never saw him. I was looking for him. You know what? I never showed all the stuff from the show. I skipped that part. We'll play a little bit more of this. I got to show you guys all the show stuff too. Sounds good, buddy. Have fun at work. I somehow missed him the whole day. Sometimes there's bones when you die in this game. Eesh. Jaws, 50 years. I'm in the know. Yes, I know. We need to do that. Definitely will. We need to see if there's any differences. I'm going to play this one a little bit more. I got to show you guys RGX. I'm not used to doing things different. For some reason, I thought I already did it. What the heck? Wrong button. Oh, I made it. Completed the tower. A new tower is open for you. And I got through the freaking, what is that one? The very first one. What would they call it? When you're just kind of learning. That was hard enough. Oops. Woo. Can I ping Chris so we can watch? Thank you, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. All right. So that's enough of that one. Let me go back and I got to show you guys a little bit about the RGX event. Can't believe I forgot to do that. First, I need to present. That's what I tried to do earlier. I haven't done that in a while. Whenever I was trying to show you my buddy's picture. Okay, let me do this. Present arms. Share screen. A window. There it is. All right. Let me add it up here. Let me see if I can get this where it's full screen. Nope. Full screen layout. There we go. That's a little better. All right, so this is my buddy that I was trying to show earlier. He's my racing buddy. He also is pretty much into games. He went back and tried to see if he could get himself a Switch 2, which he didn't do when he got mine for whatever reason. But that's my buddy, Team Jones. Here is a good look at the time trip board. Nice, clear, a lot better than the webcam will show. Let me see what else I've got here. And this was that really cool game, Pitfall Jungle Escape, that Rev teased on AtariAge. Oh, I can't see what these are. Cool stuff. Event. I'll show you the event first. This was the flyer. It had a lot of different versions. This was the one that showed, like you see Riggs, you see AJ in there, Metal Jesus. I don't know a lot of the actors. Who else is in here that I recognize? Where is he? We got David Crane, Gary Kitchen. I don't recognize all of them. We got Topher. I don't know how many of you guys subbed to Topher. He's a local guy. He's a really cool guy. Wreck Wizard. He's the one that you'll see with like a Pac-Man suit. He has like 5 different suits. Pac-Man suit. I think one of them's like a Minecraft. I think he said there's a Sega Sonic suit that he has. Joey Ferris. I don't see Joe. So this was waiting to get in line, or waiting to get in line. This was in line waiting to get in. Can I go full screen with these? I don't know. If I go full screen, I won't even be able to look to see if it works. This was just inside. These aren't in any kind of order. I'm going to make a video later. Let me see. Can you guys hear me? I guess I need to check that first. Let me know. Can you guys hear me without me being on the screen? First time I've tried to do that. I know there's a little bit of delay. I'm going to let someone know that they can hear me before I keep going. I guess I should type it too. Stop sharing. Okay, you can hear me. Tylord said, I liked everything but the $15 parking. Yeah, that was kind of drag, $15. But I mean, for what most of us spend in there, I mean, I know what I did. $15 isn't bad. I know they got to make money. I don't even know if that was the event charging it or if it was a facility. Maybe you know. Toilets were pretty good. Toilets are pretty good. I'll show you those. I got a few pictures. All right. So when you first walked in, there was a huge player. They were doing like tournaments or something on that big screen. And there's a bunch of tables where you could play different things. I saw different people playing against each other. This what, like I said, this is out of order because I was like going back and forth, and they're in order by date right now. I will do a video later just on the show. This is the center. This is the outside. So as soon as you walk in this door, that the open doors, that would have been the area we showed just a minute ago. And all along the walls, there was all kinds of arcade games, vending machines. Those ones to the far right, they were cool. They were like Neo Geos, had big TVs in the back. They had some pinball machines here. These were some cool arcade, sit-down arcade machines. There was a whole bunch more on the other side of the wall. And this is that view for the big, I think it was tournaments. Tyler, do you know? Pretty sure that was tournaments. I've seen a bunch of people playing games on the both sides, and then there were some people playing up there. They were recording it all. And this was a tattoo artist, and I don't know how much they were. I never really looked into it. I can probably zoom on my phone. You won't be able to read it here. But John Riggs got a new tattoo from this booth. I saw it on his video. This was a panoramic. You see a lot of gray floor there. The one cool thing about this, it was way open. You weren't crowded, bumping shoulder to shoulder the whole time. It doesn't look like as much as it is because this is a pano, but you had a lot of space in between each row. And all the way to the right, you'll see the voice actors, the black backgrounds, and then all the way to the left, the other side, that's where content creators like Audacity Games, that's where they were. Need a drink of water. So this is funny. These are the owners of my local game store, Laughing Crow Collectibles. It's father son, and I tried to record them. I'm looking at them talking to these guys, and they're separate. They were literally doing the same hand movements for like a minute and a half, and I'm laughing. I go, man, I got to try to record this. As soon as I tried to record it, I took a picture, then I tried to record it, and then they stopped. But it was hilarious. You know, it's like father like son, but they had a good mix of stuff. They didn't bring their NES stuff, so I'm gonna have to go to the store and go through. I bought a lot of my stuff through them. They're in Modesto, California. Here's Audacity Games. I didn't get a picture with them this time because I have a lot of them. I figured it'd be just cool to show their booth. There's my 12-year-old son, Robbie. He loved the VR booth. I mean, we have all this stuff at home too, but he was enjoying that. I let him have free reign for a while. This was the row of voice actors and different things. I never really go to those too much. I mean, maybe if it was something a little older, I might, but I've never went to any of these at any of the events I've been to. There's my son. They had a golf sim. It's pretty cool. It'll tell you how far your ball goes, a whole bunch of stats you can see on the screen there. And all these were free to try. There was a lot of fun stuff to do. I guess toilets were clean. Oh yeah. There was a big bathrooms, and then there was some single units that had male or female, you know, whatever you want to do. It was a facility, I think. Yeah, they were fighting tournaments. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it was nice. You know, a lot of these events local, they're tight space. You're bumping elbows with everyone. Yeah, Jace is a clone of Jared for sure. That's the father-son, the Laughing Crow Collectibles. Doing the same movements. I mean, that was friggin' hilarious. Okay, I'm seeing myself on one screen. It threw me for a second. Too many windows up. Let me get back to, no, I've lost the actual photos. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Give me a second, guys. Where did the pictures go? Here we go. And this was the art room. And we'll show, I do have a little bit more on that in a different folder. So they had a whole bunch of Nintendo Power art. It was really cool. I'll show you some examples. I took this photo for my wife. This guy's at all the local events. He does a lot of 3D printing, and man, he makes some cool stuff. We bought one of the $30 snakes. He has so much cool stuff. It wraps around a little bit. My wife and daughter last time got a lot of stuff at Sack Gamers Expo. Really nice guy too. This is some of the other crafty handmade stuff on the far side. I tend to flock to the video games, but we do pick up some stuff now and then. This was the panel room. They had one room, decent amount of seating. They recorded them all. I'm assuming they're going to post them eventually. Be nice to watch all the ones I missed, because I definitely don't sit in the panel rooms all day. I think I caught 2. I went to Audacity Games, of course. Even though I've seen their panels before, I always go to watch that one. And then I watched one with the Fire and Ice store owner and co-organizer of this event, and Topher, and another guy that I wasn't familiar with that they knew. It was pretty cool panels. From the other side, showing the voice actors. Let me go back here. So that was the event. We'll do the museum art. This was Art of Nintendo Power. Oops, let me get Tyler off there. This was a sign outside. And it was a lot of like comics. Most of it was here you have Dragon Warrior map. Most of it was stuff like this, where you had artwork for the magazine itself, Nintendo Power. I took a few pictures. There was a lot of stuff in here. I just took a few pictures of stuff that caught my eye. This was one of the display cases with a lot of magazines on top and a bunch of items. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, one of my favorite games all time. Had to snap a picture of that. Some different miscellaneous art. Really cool stuff all through here. I didn't take pictures of everything. Donkey Kong. Couldn't pass that one up. Mega Man. I love Mega Man as well. There was a lot of other stuff. Mega Man 2, like here's some of it. I didn't get pictures of all of it. Just kind of show a little bit of samples. People, museum art, gameplay area. This was the gameplay area. If you've been to any expo, you've probably seen something similar. It was well spread out too, so you could have a good number of people at each. It was the biggest, well spread out gameplay area I have seen. They did not have Intellivision though, but I did talk to Ryan, the co-creator, and I told him that I will loan him next year an upgraded Intellivision console and a cart with all the games so people can play Intellivision if they choose at the whole event. So he said, yeah, that'd be cool. So I'm hoping that he does it, because I'd like to see Intellivision represented. The first 3 pictures just showed how widespread the area was. And I just took a few random pictures. Of course, it's going to be the older stuff. At first, I thought this was their Atari setup. I'm like, oh man, it's a plug and play. But that was just probably to have some extra consoles, because later we'll see an actual Atari. There was a cool, I don't even know what that is, some kind of player set up with a TV on it, and they had Duck Hunt. That's a tiny screen for a gun game. Atari computer. Had some Pong. These TV screens, of course, most of you know, you take a picture of the old TVs and they look like that. All of these TVs were in great condition that I saw. There's an actual Atari 4-switch. Another NES playing Rampage. I didn't see that guy. At Sack Gamers Expo, the Rampage guy did all the artwork and stuff. I bought some stuff from him. Yeah, real nice guy as well. There was a Vectrex. I couldn't get it to work. I don't know if the controller ended up going or not, but I definitely had to take a picture of it. I tried to sit down and play it again, but I couldn't. Some computers on the end, Amiga. They had a nice little Amiga. There's like a few tables of all Amiga computers right here. There's another Amiga. That's all the pictures I took for that. And I took a few just pictures. I just called it cool stuff. I didn't know how to, of course, learning fun too. I've been thinking about picking this up. I think I just need to do it. I've been staring at it for a while at different shows. I know I can get it a little cheaper than that. This was a whole bunch of complete in box Vectrex games. One day I'm going to go down this again. I needed a console again. I do think it's a cool piece of history, but man, that console is so expensive. This was John Riggs. A little more variety of what he sells. If you check out the Etsy store, I think there's a lot more. I need to try to put that in the description. If you find John Riggs, you'll find the link. You guys all know who that is. Adventure, E.T., Pitfall is my favorite. Pong, which was the very first one he said. Ages 45 and up. I never even noticed that. Dragon Warrior and Pac-Man. I just got two of them. I had the one I showed you. I had Galaga and Pitfall. This box had a bunch. All underneath there was a ton of Intellivision carts. There was other stuff mixed in as well. You see Odyssey 2. There's Atari. But they had a ton of Intellivision. And he had another big bucket, a big tub of a bunch of box games. They were all commons, but it's good to see Intellivision. There's the Jaguar CD. I don't own one of those yet, but this was a whole package for $14. That stuff's just so expensive. A little more Intellivision. That's why I took that picture anyway. Demon Attack. This was one of the first ones I saw as I was walking around, came back and took pictures. First, I ran around saying hello to everyone and went shopping. This was Joe's booth where I got the prototype boards. They are some minty. Most of these are, I mean, you pull them out and look at them. They look brand new. I would have loved to buy them all. I just don't need them. I did like that. You know what? I never looked if that brown case was Atari or Intellivision. Probably Atari, but I need to ask him. I was so once he popped those boards down in front of me, those right there. I just lost it. I'm like, oh, drool, mouth drop, the jaw dropper like DJC. If you've seen that, that was me. And there it is. There's the Pitfall. I almost picked this up. This was a Neo Geo X Gold limited edition. That's one of the few consoles I've never owned. And someday, I did buy the CD unit years ago, never even tried it. When I got married, the first time I sold a bunch of the stuff. This picture it's this way because I sent it for Mike. Figured I'd throw it in there. Had a whole bunch of loose Vectrex games and a controller that looked to be in really good shape. And this is something I didn't know existed. It's from, I don't know, 16, 17. So not that old, but a Doom board game. I love Doom. I thought it was a cool item. I should have took a picture of the back. I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but I hadn't seen it before. I think I only got one more here to show. Some of the few pictures of people. There's Riggs. We bought the Galaga and Pitfall. He didn't have any new games. I buy all his games that he sells whenever I see him at the different events. So I've been wanting to buy some of these toys, and he had them there. So I'm like, sweet. That's my son with his Atari, what do you call it? The speaker hat. There's Metal Jesus. Normally I'm the one holding the camera with my long arms, but he's pretty tall and he has really long arms too. And he's like, here, I'm good at selfies. So I let him have my phone. There's Linda. I'm going to screw this up. Linda, the gamer gal. I know it's her name, but her full channel. We have been trying to spot her at several events, and I always keep missing her. Then at Sack Gamers Expo, we found out when we watched her video later, I sent it to everyone. Look, she recorded us. We just missed her. And she gives out stickers and a few other things, which I forgot to show. I'll show you guys that here in a minute. But she actually found Robbie with his Atari hat and then saw the Intellivision shirt. She came up to us. We talked for quite a while. It was very nice to finally meet her. She does a lot of modern gameplay, or for me, it's modern. It's not really modern. Very nice to meet her. These are a few of the many people that were all dressed up, all decked out for the show. We saw a lot more of this at Sack Gamers Expo, but there were quite a few people still dressed up. I think I'm going to screw this up too. Requizard? Content creator. This is the guy with the Pac-Man suit. Here's his Sonic suit. He has 5 suits total, I think he said. Very nice guy. They do a lot of giveaway stuff. He's all the local stuff. And this is Ryan. This is the guy that owns Fire and Ice. Right now, there's 2 stores, and he's the person that put on this event. And his stores are amazing. There's a 3rd one getting ready to be opened. I think he said he was just signing the lease. Very nice guy. The stores are amazing. He puts a lot of money and effort into the store itself, and then he just has a ton of stuff. But he's about 2 hours away from me. This is all their local area for them. All right, let's go back and catch up on chat. Fat Boys Gaming. Oops. Come on. Fat Boys Gaming and No Nonsense. What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well. Smash the like button. Thank you, sir. Did you catch that comment, MGG? Which one did I miss? Hashtag 20 like hype. We got through most everything already, and then I realized I forgot to talk about the show, so that was fun to go back and do it. Finnegan Fox, oh my. So now I'm going to go back. I got a little bit more to play, and then we're going to call it a night. What time are you wanting to go on, Chuck? Are you doing 7 or 7:30? Let me know here. I'll cut it short if you're going on at 7. So I've been going on 2 hours right now. Want to play a few more games. Like I said, this is the only time I really get to play games, so. This is Pyramid Warp, one of my favorite games right now, and definitely my favorite game from Kote Gamers. This is an MSX port. A lot of us thought that it was an original game, but it is not. You have the 3 green things right here that I'm going to get. One's a mummy, one's a gun, and one is a way to get out. The amulet that opens the portal. And you have to... You don't want the mummy running around, I'll tell you that. Let me see if I can do this. Lure him down here. Since I know the other 2 are gone, that one will open the portal to the next level. This one's a little low volume. Hopefully you guys can hear it okay. Soon I'll have the better setup, I promise. The gun is a good first one to get. You don't want the mummy right away. All right, no mummy. So I don't have to get the next one. Oh, maybe I do. Get out of there. Oh! Maybe Chuck left. I don't know if he's starting at 7 or 7:30. Oh, and I got the mummy. I was trying to read Go Game Go Jeff's comment. So we know this is the amulet or the gun. It's the amulet, and I have no weapon. So I need to get out of dodge. And let's see if I can lure him around. Oh no, bad timing. I was stuck. Yeah, the original Pyramid Warp is available on the Switcheroo. Oh. What does that look like, Jeff? Come on. There's the amulet. Let's get out of here. This is game simple. Pick up, play. It's fun. I've got pretty far in it. But there's... Oh, no! I got a cramp in my leg. What the heck? Not enough water, I think. That was the weirdest thing ever. That's never happened to me. Not on the show, anyway. Dude, as long as you need to. Mine doesn't start till 10:15. So that is... Okay, so I got 15 more minutes. There's the amulet. That's enough time. Sorry, stepped out for a minute. What comment, Buckeye? We've just been playing games, but I did show... Oh, no! I did show the event, Mike. Oh, why did I think that was the... I'm thinking about Mike's comment. I did show a lot of stuff from the expo. because I had forgot to do it earlier. Somehow I forgot. Let's lure that mummy down here. Please be the amulet. Oh, it's a gun. So that is the amulet. Let's get out of here. And this is random. So like if I die, the things are not in the same spot again. So you never know what you're going to get. It's like, oh boy. Every single time you get one. Amulet, let's get out. It was a pretty cool event, especially for the first one. They did a really good job. They plan on just keep growing it and making it bigger and bigger. But being so local, oh, why'd I do that? Being so local, I can't not go to those events. I got to support all the local guys. I mean, it's so easy. I don't have to have a hotel, anything. Just drive up and get them. Supporting all the local stores and vendors, I really like that as well. Uh-oh. All right, nobody's up there. All right. Devastating Just Cause. What's up from Detroit? Intellivision Gamers, my favorite channel. Subscribe. You sound familiar. Gun. Appreciate that, Chucky. Oh, I thought it was something to get again. Not paying attention. Mummy. Well, we know what that means. Ooh, that was close. The original Pyramid Warp looks really old, but it plays great. I'll have to check that out. Did you tell me that already before? And I just forgot to go get it? Don't be the mummy. Yes. It's like suspense. Whenever you go hit one of those one of the 3 squares, it's gonna give you one of the 3 things. 2 are good and 1 is very much bad. Uh-oh. Speaking of this, you have to get down there. Look at all these. Oh my gosh. Come on. This is where you really don't want it to be the mummy. And it's the mummy. Oh, crap. And I got the gun. That was the wrong one. If I would have had the amulet, I could have got out of there. Yeah, I thought it sounds familiar, but it's probably one of those things where I forgot to go back afterwards. Let's do one more. I'm not sure if you can still get this game or not. Kote Gamers, if you do a Google search, you should be able to bring them up. It may take you a while to get it. Some people get it fast. Mike, have you ever got yours? Uh-oh. Okay, I do have the gun. Better discussed offline. Some things are. Okay, there's the gun. What's this one? Amulet or... Yes! I don't know if it's better if I should go shooting things. Get some more points. Oh, nice! Somehow I missed you talking about that, or have you not yet? I'm glad that you finally got it, sir. Don't be the mummy, don't be the mummy. Yes. You gotta get the amulet, so if you pick 2, it's like you don't have to deal with the mummy. Ooh, that's a real lucky one. Which stream? The one that I missed? I just realized that I have not watched that one yet. It's got to be in my watch later playlist, though. A few weeks ago? Crap, I missed that. Unless I'm just brain farting and don't remember it, but I don't think I would have forgot something like that. Oh boy. Oh good. I'm glad that was the gun. Oh no, but he's gonna get me. Oh, that's... Dang it. Oh wow. I can't believe he went that way. I got lucky there. I should have died. The Doom stream. I didn't see that one. And I love Doom. Why did that one come right away? Oh! I thought I had the gun. Stupid playing while chatting. Amulet. I think I made it. Whoa, that was close. What's it gonna be? And it's the mummy. Oh no, I don't want to be by that thing. Gun, come on. Get down this way. Oh! I was trying to go back up. There we go. Let's get out of here. I want to get through one of these if I can. Our Big Fall. This looks stupid. They have games with ray tracing and more. Why do you waste your time? You just killed me, Our Big Fall. I know you don't like them. That's why I should have Art Big Fall on. I need to interview Art Big Fall. That would be fun. Yes. Uh-oh. Gun. Amulet. And we're out of here. And we're out. The bartender, I once farted and it smelled like chocolate chip cookies. Should I be worried? Ah, the mummy right away. Come on. That's the worst one. Oh, but then I got that. That's all right now. I think this is the last one, and then it's like... See if I can get through this one. We'll call it good there. There's the gun. Not the mummy. Where the heck is the other one? Oh, it's up there. Now let's get out of here. Finnegan Fox. Gross and delicious. All right. Is it going to be the mummy? Nope. Oh, that was the mummy. I thought I shot him. I was trying to do the run and gun. That's not easy getting that one right there. That's where they come out. I think as soon as I shoot another one, it comes out. Damn it, I did the same thing. It was in the same spot. Game over. I didn't get to show you the end. See, we got a few minutes. Got to show you that blue screen here. I'm going to have a fun time cleaning up all this mess. This is one of my most... Whoa, this one's loud. One of my more recent favorite games. Retro Bliss. I've seen DJC play it several times, and I just thought, it's not really my kind of game. But I know he was having fun playing it, but I never tried it. And then when I had Retro Bliss Gaming on Phil, he's like, oh, I want to play Aardvark. I'm like, I don't really know how to play it, but I've seen Chucky play it. Let's do it. And I really like it. And he didn't tell me at first that I had a retract your tongue button that goes fast. Oh, come on. I need a different controller. This one's... There's my inner mic, the controller. You can eat some of them directly head on behind, doesn't matter. The worm, I think you can only eat from behind. You got to eat it from behind. I know you guys are going to love that one. And there's some things that can These right here will clear the screen. Then you go like heck. Clear the level. Always blame the controller. It's the streamer way. Eat it from behind. Yep. You got to do what you got to do. Can you guys hear it okay? I can turn it up louder. I know I don't have the perfect setup for game sounds right now, but I want you to at least be able to hear it. Ooh, that was close. Some things can touch your shaft, but they can't touch your tip. There's like you have to sit there and know, okay, this guy can do that, this guy can do that. And sometimes it's like quick thinking. You got that tongue going all the way back around. You got to get back up so these guys don't touch the shaft of your tongue. Oh. Should be able to finish it right here. Oh, come on, go up. I love it when they I love when they touch the shaft or the tip. I'm not picky. I bet not, Mike. Kurt, the first time I saw this game played was DJC. Yeah, me too. I even watching him have fun with it, I'm like, doesn't look like something I would be my type of game. But it is. If you were thinking the same thing like me, I suggest you give it a try because it is fun. With all the different characters as well. It's not just a simple little thing. I really like it. It gets freaking hard, too, I'll tell you that. You want to... Oh! I didn't know if I could eat that guy. I forgot. Ooh. It definitely gets hard, I can tell you that. Oh, come on. Panic sets in whenever you can't get the disc to move the way you want it to move. Oh, come on. You just got this one fairly recently, right, Kurt? I think I'm going to do this. End the show, if everyone wants the news, end the show with some gameplay so I can, and not like some things where I keep track and only show you one thing and never again. Just something I feel like playing. You know, I saw Castle of Death. I hadn't really tried it. Someone was posting about it, and I'm like, you know what? That'd be fun to play. Just spend the last little bit, however long I can stream, and play some games. I really need to do more of that. Again, you want to stay in the middle because, uh-oh, and here's that thing that you can't touch the tip of your tongue. Let's kill them all. Get some points there. You can eat one of the 2 queen ants per level, clears everything on the screen. Definitely comes in handy. There's definitely a lot of panic moments, too, when you're trying to reach something, get down there, and you take a wrong turn right before you die. Kind of like Pac-Man with the maze, eating the dots. And they're not dots. I forget what they're called. Ooh, that was close. Oh, almost ate it from the front. Gotta eat you from behind. Uh-oh. Clear that screen and get out of here. That tongue retractor comes in very handy to get to a different level. Whenever you're trying to clear them after eating that queen ant especially. Yeah, I've played it a couple times, not a lot, but I at least got the gist of it, and I know what guys... I didn't even know that any of them could touch your shaft. I just thought nobody could. Oh, he turned back around on me. Peter the P, yeah, that one, I like the game. I found the control of turning a little difficult. I'm curious what you think, Kurt. Let me know. I'm going to let this guy... Oh, now that guy's coming. I was going to let him slide down my shaft, but those other guys can't touch my... Come on! Touch my tongue anywhere. I actually had beat DJC's high score. And then, of course, he started playing it and annihilated my score. But I had his high score beat for a while. And that was only my second game or something like that. Once I figured out how to play, I got a pretty decent score. Oh, that was close. Oh, no. Oh, no. I needed to clear that there. That was getting too much on the screen. One more. Sometimes when you're clearing that last level, they'll pop out on the side right before you get there. Kills me every time. All right. I think he said he was starting right now. I was trying to watch the time. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight's show. This was episode 71. I have a really fun show, at least for me, next week. In show 2, we're going to bring back the Will Spin Show. We're going to have DJC. We're going to have PJ Smith, and we're going to have Cyrus on. We've got maybe a few more shows to finish all the original games. We spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on, we all play it, have a little friendly competition. We chat a little bit. And like I said, I need to work on that other show. I really want to come on and talk about with a panel discussion about what Atari might do with the Intellivision brand that they purchased. I think that'll be a fun show to both speculate what realistically we think will happen and what us as Intellivision fans would love to see, because they're really two different things, or at least for the most part. So, all right, guys, next Monday, 5 o'clock, we will start episode 72. So if you haven't already, please like. If you like Intellivision content, I put it out every week. Please consider subbing to the channel. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon in the next one.
Rise up, get ready for the fight. The Intellivision gamer, shining so bright. Reviews and gameplay, he's got it all from classics to new. He stands tall, interviews and insights. He's on a mission, unleashing the power of retro intuition. He's got the knowledge, the passion untamed. Intelli-rocker burning with the flame. Uses his stage, says brothers unite. Intellivision gamer, he brings the light with the game console. He's making history.